I cannot believe that this is the first video I am recording. This is hopefully not the first video that you are seeing from me, but I want to be so open and transparent that this is the actual first video I'm recording. So give me some grace here, but I felt like this was something worth documenting. I have wanted to have a YouTube channel for years. I bought this camera a few weeks ago, but have not had the time or not had the courage to just hit record. And here we are. I am at a client's house doing a cat visit. Hugh is working from home, and I wanted to just have some space to talk and share and process that my cycle is late. It is 5, maybe 6 days late, and I have a very consistent cycle. I have been tracking my cycle for years, and Hugh actually just got home from a trip in Ireland a few days ago, so he's just been trying to get back into things, dealing with jet lag. I was aware the day he came home that my cycle was supposed to start, my period was supposed to start, and it didn't. And that's not too odd. Like, it might start a day, 2 days later, but we are now at 5 and 6, and I haven't told him yet. I don't know how I'm going to tell him, but I'm going to tell him tonight. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what's happening at this point. I'm speculating, but as of a few days ago, was getting like really minor cramps. So I just assumed like, oh, my cycle's going to start. So like, obviously I wouldn't say anything to him when I'm just like thinking it's going to start, but then it doesn't. And then the next day it doesn't. And then the next day it hasn't. And I know I'm going to have to take a test. I keep just thinking I'm going to wake up the next day and it's like, oh, I'm going to take the test and then I'm just going to get it the next day. But there's so much fear around this. I just turned 41 years old last week. I have 2 businesses that I am very actively involved in that I don't know how they would run if I were to be pregnant, if I were to have a newborn, a child, any of it. And a few years ago, they discovered a really large cyst on one of my ovaries. And it was so large that they had to surgically remove it. But this was during the pandemic, so everything just took so much longer. And it wasn't until a few days after my 39th birthday that I got the surgery. Everything went great. They found a few other minor cysts in there on my fallopian tubes, but they took those out as well while they were in there. So during that whole process, they told me, like, don't try to conceive. It might complicate things. But at that point, we didn't know how long it was going to take until I could get surgery. So it was like I was 39 years old, and I really had to do a lot of internal work during that time to make peace with the fact that, given my age, it might be too late for me. I might not be able to have children. And I really, honest and truly, made peace with that. I really made peace with that. Because, like, I've had this chance in this lifetime to create or birth, I suppose you could say, 2 businesses. 2 things out of completely nothing that just came from me. So I just really cannot believe this is happening or might be happening. I don't know what Hugh's going to say. I know that we would make amazing parents, but like, it's a lot. There's a lot to process. It's a lot of change, a lot of transition. You know, we were already talking about wanting to renovate our house because our house is so small. And now it's like, how would we even like fit a child in that house? We have our dog and our 2 cats and my businesses, and I genuinely thought like that was enough for me and my husband, and we're a family, and we'll still be a family. I know I'm being dramatic. It's just a lot to potentially process, and I know I have to tell him. I know I have to buy a test. And really, because of my medical history, like, this might all not be that. This might be more health issues. This might be more cysts, for all I know. Having this period pain, but not having my period. I guess either way, I'm going to be seeing a doctor. And I always said I'm not going to go the IVF route. I've never felt drawn to that. I've never felt like I had to have a child to feel complete in this world. And I always, and Hugh and I both have always said, if it happens, it happens. And that it's meant to happen. And I'm really trying to dip my toe into those thoughts and those beliefs and that possibility that this is meant for us and that it's going to make our lives even more beautiful and have more purpose. It's really interesting and fucked up that your brain wants to go to everything that it's scared of first. Everything that's going to change, that you're going to miss out on, that you're going to lose and have to sacrifice. My body, my businesses potentially, and so many other things. But I really want to, if this is true, start to look in that direction and embrace all of the positives and all of the beautiful things that could come from this. I just can't believe this is happening. I just really cannot believe this is happening. Oh. If it is what it is, I am going to take you all along with me, and I am really, really going to need your help, your love, and your support. Only time will tell. I guess we'll find out soon. I can't believe this is happening. Well, that was an interesting shop at the pharmacy. That has to go down as the most random, unique bunch of items. Like, thank goodness for self-checkout. Yeah, so like in and amongst buying my purple shampoo and conditioner and like toilet paper, which you guys are currently balanced on. Yeah, that was interesting. They were on sale. That's a bonus. So we will be testing today. I told Hugh yesterday, after he was done work, And, you know, he is a Capricorn, and he is just such a grounded energy, such a grounded person, that his response was like, one day at a time, like, let's just see. I don't know what on the inside he was feeling or what was like circling, but he's also not in my body. He doesn't know the symptoms and what I have been feeling and experiencing, like, you know, sort of period cramp, but not too bad, but not having my period. My boobs have been really tender. I've been really tired and sleeping a lot. And every day this week I've been really cranky. And that's not usually like me. Like maybe the odd time, but I'd wake up every morning really optimistic and energized, and then by like late afternoon, evening, I had like no patience. I was so cranky and grumpy. And yes, these are all PMS sort of symptoms, minus the period part. So we got in and amongst my shampoo and peanut butter and coffee cream, we went with the first response. It was on sale. Couldn't resist. And we went for the 3. We've got an early result. We've got digital. And then we've got rapid. I went with this one just to be extra certain for posterity. And just in case it's too soon for me to be testing now anyway, like the hormones might not show up, I might get a false negative, so I thought, like, let's hedge our bets and get a few more so that in case I have to do it again in a week, which I cannot even fathom, then I'll already have some. So there's that. Like, I really can't fathom another week of just not knowing and this uncertainty, because I'm like, I feel like mentally I'm just in a haze going through the motions of life. The only time I'm really able to focus is on my client coaching sessions, because it's not about me, and they pour back into my energy and my soul in such an amazing way. It feels just like so great while I'm on them. And then everything outside of that, it's like Google searching everything and putting objects in wrong places and thinking of a million miles down the road when we don't even know what's happening. So I'll take the advice of my husband, one day at a time, one step at a time, one test at a time. So I'll take you guys with me. We will see what happens. even International Women's Day without finding out that you are about to do the most ultimate woman thing you could possibly do in a lifetime. Oh my gosh.